Sir, could you please state your full name and then spell it for the record?
My name is Nicholas Pappas, Nickkolas. Last name Pappas, P-A-P-A-C-S.
Sir, what do you do for a living?
I'm a detective with the Henderson Police Department.
And which unit are you currently assigned?
I'm currently assigned to the Crimes Against Persons unit, also known as our Robbery Homicide unit.
How long have you been with that unit?
A little over 2 years with this specific unit.
How long have you been with Henderson PD in total?
A little over 20 years.
I want to bring your attention back to August 7th of 2023. On that date, were you called to a homicide scene?
I was.
Were you called while on duty?
I was actually off duty that day.
Why were you called in off duty?
Generally, given the size of our unit, anytime that we have an incident such as that, they need additional resources, so the people typically off duty will also get called.
Okay, and so on this particular day you're off, you get called in, and around what time do you respond to the scene, if you
I
remember?
believe I responded at 10:36 that morning.
And was the scene at Haladura,
It was.
located within Clark County, Nevada?
Yes, sir.
May I approach?
Yes.
Show you a few exhibits. 8, 9, 10, 11, 11. Do those all look generally familiar to you?
Yes, sir.
And are those all fair and accurate depictions of aerial maps of a couple of different scenes you responded to in this particular case, being the Haladura scene and Porcupine Rim?
Yes, sir.
Move to the admission of those.
No objection.
Okay, those are your minute.
Thank you. So I'm going to start with Exhibit 9. Detective, is this the actual homicide scene that you respond to on Haladura?
Yes, sir.
Represented by a little red flag?
Yes, sir.
When you respond to the scene, Detective, what is going on at the scene?
Well, it was an active crime scene. Obviously, I was not one of the first detectives to arrive, so I was a little behind everybody else.
Okay. Had the main, or I guess lead homicide detectives already arrived?
I believe so.
And who would that be in this case?
Detective Dennis Lozada was primary in this case.
Okay. Primary meaning he's kind of responsible for delegating duties and such?
That is correct.
But you have a role in this as well?
Yes.
You worked in a support role, essentially?
Yes.
What is it that you first do when you arrive on this particular scene?
So when I originally got called out to this, like I said, I was a little bit behind, so we were in charge of actually canvassing for video surveillance originally.
I'm going to show you states 11A. You recognize this?
Yes.
Is this that same Haladura neighborhood with a bunch of yellow tags on it?
Yes, it is.
Do you know if this represents the video cameras that was done by your team?
I believe so, yes.
And can you direct the jury to the area where you were responsible for?
So originally I was in charge of the Carolina Laurel area.
Okay.
Which looks like it's going to be perpendicular to Haladura.
Yeah, and let me go back to 9. Carolina Laurel, is that here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that is perpendicular to the Haladura address. Tell us generally what a canvas entails.
Typically with the canvas, we will walk the locations in the surrounding area looking for video cameras, surveillance, ring cameras on the, next to the doors and everything. Anything that would signify that they possibly have video surveillance.
Okay. While you're doing your particular canvas of Carolina Laurel, are you called away to do something else?
Well, I made contact with a couple people on Carolina Laurel.
Oh, okay. You make contact with people. Do you remember if you yourself impounded any video from Carolina Laurel?
No, I did not.
Okay. Did you learn of any surveillance on Carolina Laurel?
I believe that there was no surveillance available.
Okay. At some point in time after your canvas, are you called away to do something else?
Yes.
What is that?
I did conduct an interview after the canvas.
With?
That would have been Devyn Michaels.
Okay. So let's not get there just yet.
Okay.
at some point in time, do you make contact with a homeowner that provides a phone number for who ultimately you identify as Devyn Michaels?
That is correct.
Was there another name used, or
David Dent, I believe, was the person.
no? I mean the other name.
Oh, as far as Nikki.
Okay. Was there initially some confusion as to who Nikki was?
Yes.
And describe that a little bit.
There were multiple names being used. Nikki was one of the names that we learned of, and we didn't know exactly what association there was with the decedent. So that was a little bit of a navigation as far as getting through that.
Ultimately, do you receive a phone number for Nikki of 702-677-4340?
44 is 30, I believe, yes.
Oh, 4430? Okay. And do you remember contacting that number?
I did.
Did you make contact with someone who identified themselves as Nikki?
I don't remember if it was Nikki or if it was Devon that identified on the phone.
Okay. Nonetheless, do you tell that person to come back to the scene?
Yeah, yes, I request.
Request that
Yes.
person to come back to the scene. And that person does arrive?
Yes.
Do you see that person in court here today?
I did.
Can you please point to that person, describe something she's wearing today?
She's sitting across over here, looks like wearing a purple blouse, and I can't see the actual pants.
Would the record reflect identification of the defendant?
Record so reflects.
Thank you. You indicated earlier that you conduct an interview with the defendant.
I did.
Was that interview audio recorded?
It was.
Was that done in anyone else's presence?
It was.
Who else was present for that interview?
Detective Dennis Lozada was present for that.
Okay. I want to ask you, just generally while we get it booted up, I apologize. At the time you interview the defendant, are you treating her as a suspect, a witness, an unknown? Like, how are you approaching this?
It was an unknown at that point because we really had no idea what was going on.
Okay. Did you have some preliminary information from a woman by the name of Yoko?
I believe so.
Okay. But is this more of like an information gathering, not like an interrogation of a suspect?
That is correct.
Tell us generally what's the difference between an information gathering and like a full-on interrogation.
I'd say like in an information gathering type interview, we are literally trying to solicit information as far as what's going on because we don't have all the details. I would say an interrogation would be more directed as far as the direct line of questioning, possibly treating them as a suspect.
Okay, so at this point you're just looking for answers and anything you can get at that point. Okay. May we approach briefly?
Yes.
Judge, I would move for the admission of 618.
I'm sorry?
I would move for the admission of 618.
Okay, any objection to 618?
No objection.
Okay, that would be admitted?
May we publish?
Yes.
And this was an audio recorded interview?
Yes.
Today is August 7th, 2023, approximately 12:11 in the afternoon. My name is Johnathan Willette, 1531 the everything we do is my partner said that that's this number 1505, and we're here to know from 6 a.m. Devyn Michaels. And we are here in reference to DR 23-15229. And we're in my detective vehicle parked near 2698 Holiday Garage. So, yeah, I don't know if this is a vehicle already told me that Johnathan was found deceased this morning. Okay, so we.
Detective, we're going to pause that 46 seconds in. Judge, we have a bit of an echo going. May I inquire if the jury can actually hear what's being said? Are there any issues? Okay. Thank you.
As well as, please remember, ladies and gentlemen, you will have this recording with you because it's been admitted into evidence, so you will have it for your review during the deliberation.
We don't know what happened to him. That's why I want to talk to you. See, I know you were here last night. You guys are like trying to move out of the house and move back to your place across the town. Yeah. So if you guys go over the last time you saw him yesterday, your guys' conversation, anything that you think is important for us to know. As of right now, like I said, we don't know anything. You know, we just need to find out and start putting things together to figure out what happened.
We spent the whole day together yesterday. We did the girls' school shopping, clothes, supplies. We loaded up the truck and we took it to my house. Unloaded it, came back here, was loading more things up. That was it. We just unloaded things. We ate. Drank a little bit, smoked a little bit, but that was it. Like, nothing abnormal.
Okay. What time were you guys here last night?
Often on different times. I know, like, we left, like, at 9, I think. Got back, I think, at 10. And then, I know I left, but I'm not sure what time. I was talking to Yoko, so she would have an idea of what time I left.
So last time you talked to Yoko was that after you talked to Yoko last night was when you left, or after that?
Shortly after that, yeah.
Okay.
Because she was cleaning up and I was cleaning like the bottles and stuff like that up.
Okay. And who was home at that time?
John, myself, Yoko, and Yoshida.
Okay. And then last night when you talked to Yoko, you don't remember what time that was last night, or was it this morning?
It was like midnight, 1 o'clock, I think.
Okay. Do you remember your conversation with her?
Yes.
What were you guys talking about?
We were talking about John owing her money, and she said he owes her like $200. We were talking about Andrea coming back. I know John's trying to get out before Andrea came back. And I left the keys for her for Andrea.
When was she supposed to come?
We don't know. John said it was going to be any day because she has to pick up the car before the 16th. So we know she's like supposed to be soon.
Soon, meaning within between now and the 16th?
Yes, sir.
So we don't know if she was coming today,
Yes.
nothing like that.
He just didn't want to be here when she got back. So we were kind of rushing to get everything moved. The majority of his stuff is at my house right now.
Okay. And then you guys were moving stuff back and forth yesterday to your place. What's your address?
5510 Porcupine Road.
5510. How do you spell that?
Porcupine, Porcupine, Ram, R-I-M.
And is that in Vegas?
Yes,
You know the zip?
89130.
How do you spell your first name?
D-E-B-Y-N.
Last name?
Michaels.
And your date of birth?
42878.
2625. And your phone number?
2-677-4430.
Okay. So you're moving stuff back and forth to this house, it's by 1049 rent.
Yes, sir.
And then from there, you think you came back here around maybe 10 o'clock-ish. Did you guys pack up more stuff?
Yeah, I put more stuff in my truck, and then I went and grabbed my daughter's prescription, and I went home.
Okay. But you said that John was drinking when you guys got back the last time?
Yes.
So, I guess when you got back, kind of explain what happens from there. So,
He started drinking, and he started smoking. He smoked cigarettes, and weed, and he was in the garage. Yoko came down. They were kind of having an issue. She went back upstairs, and then she came back down later. That's when I was talking to her.
and then he fell asleep.
No, he was in the garage when I left.
He was okay, because you always told us that you told her that he was asleep.
No, I said I told him to sleep it off instead of trying to drive last night.
So when you left, he was still awake.
Yes,
And then working. And what was he doing in the garage?
smoking.
Smoking what?
Weed.
And no one's in trouble for smoking weed or doing any bad drugs right now. We're worried about trying to figure out what happened to Johnathan, okay? So don't leave anything out just because you think it might get someone in trouble, okay?
It was just weed.
Okay. Does he do anything else? You know?
No, sir. I know he smokes cigarettes and weed. I know he has drinking. He was drinking Jameson last night. I was cleaning everything up before I left.
So he's in the garage, say he's just smoking, and then you finish packing up your stuff and then you take off.
Yeah.
That's the last time. You guys text each other or call each other?
I've been texting him all morning because today was the first day of school and he was supposed to come down to help me with the grocery register.
When was the last time you talked to him over the phone? Like text or call?
No, last time I talked to him was face-to-face.
Okay, so you didn't text him when you got back to your place saying, hey, he didn't try texting you? Okay,
I texted him, he couldn't help me from where it hurts. I texted him. Hey, this was 4 this morning when I was up trying to get the stuff for the girls ready for school. And I was saying, like, I can't find anything. And then I've just been calling and texting and haven't heard anything.
Okay. So, do you know, like, what he does for work?
He's a handyman, so he does odd jobs here and there.
Like side jobs?
Yeah.
People just call him and they'll just do things like Mom said something about like the moving and stuff. Does he move people too? So he just does any kind of odd end jobs. How long has he been doing that for?
A few years.
Does he have a lot of clientele or is it just like word of mouth?
I think it's more word of mouth. I don't know his clientele. He says he puts ads up on Facebook and he tries to drive his trailer around a lot. Like yesterday when we went shopping, I wanted to go with my car, but he wanted to use the trailer for advertising. So that's...
Do you know when last time he had a gig or job?
Friday. He did something on Friday. I don't know. He was moving somebody's stuff.
That's the last job that you know that he's done?
Yes, sir. He texted me for it. I don't know who it was for, but he told me how much he made and everything.
Okay.
But I don't know any of his friends. He talks about someone he works with named Andrew. I know David, that's the neighbor we've gone to his house. But I don't know who he works with. I don't know. I just don't know anybody of that nature. I know names.
anybody that comes to mind where he was talking about, I owe this person some money, or hey, just be on the lookout, this guy's looking for me type of thing?
No, sir, people owe him money. Like he said, this guy, this one right here owed him money. So,
Did he own any weapons, handguns?
yes, but they're at my house now. We took them over last night. We didn't bring the ammunition up, like, because there's no safe at my home for them. So we intentionally left the ammunition here.
Okay, over here.
Yes, sir.
And then,
So Detective, so far you've learned a few things from Miss Michaels. She indicated that John was alive and fine when she left, correct?
Correct.
She claimed that John had some guns, but they'd been moved to her home, correct?
Correct.
She claimed she did not have a safe at her home, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to resume.
the girl that's supposed to pick up this car over here,
His ex-fiance.
they were supposed to get married?
Yes, sir.
When did they break up?
They broke up, I want to say May.
Of this year?
Yes, sir.
You know why they broke up?
He was trying to get back with me, and she moved all of her stuff out. She tried to come back. It just, from what he said, he'd rather try to make it work with me versus being with her. He says that she's been trying to text him and he hasn't been answering. So. She did show up one time, like out of the blue, because I came here to take the girls to school, and she was here, and we did not expect it. But that blue car, she's supposed to be driving back to wherever she's at. But I don't know. I think it's Utah, but he said she's coming because it has something about the 16 on it, like the tax or something. And Yoko, I left the keys for Yoko just in case she did, and someone will stand for her. So.
If you mentioned earlier, like we were first talking to Woolen, you guys were trying to avoid her, because as far as her coming over or showing up, is that like a constant follow with her?
I wouldn't say a problem, but he didn't want to keep dealing with her. He said, like, his ring, we actually threw his engagement ring in the trash last night. So he said it's done, he's 100% done, and he wants to have a family with the girls and everything, where we're not driving back and forth.
Yeah.
We brought as much as we could to the house last night. Literally, we were doing this last night to get him out of the house.
Yeah. Have you seen like any text messages she sent him or anything?
No, sir. He just said that he was done, and I just kind of took him at his word.
And she wasn't willing to do that?
I don't know if that was the case. I think,
She was wondering,
I think she was trying to get back with him because her situation wasn't working out. Like, she left with some other guy, and it wasn't working out based on what he was telling me. And he kept saying that she was reaching out to him, and then I think some girl named Melissa started reaching back out to him.
the direct girl?
Yes, sir. And he said she reached out to him on Facebook.
What's Jonathan's phone?
Is that Yoko that was talking to you in the first breath?
Yes, sir, that's his mom.
Okay.
Yeah, I was sitting there talking 702-561-9242. Yeah, I've been trying to reach him, but I just thought his phone was off again, because that's normally what happens when I can't find him. Like from non-payment.
Yeah.
There's nobody that he's mentioned that has issues with him that you can think other than Andrea, who they had a breakup. They're supposed to be married, but then he decided to try to work it out with you. You said that she left with another guy, so it doesn't sound like she was too upset.
No, he was saying that it wasn't working out where she was at, and she was trying to
Come back.
Yes. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I don't know if he was saying that just to kind of make me want him more or what the situation is, but that is what he was saying.
And then what about Anthea? She's the mother of Devyn.
Listen, but she lives in California.
Does he talk to her at all? Something like that. So, when did you guys start talking back?
We started talking more, I would say, at the beginning of this year, because I was coming down here to take the girls to school and things like that, and he was already saying Andrea was kind of on her way out, so.
Okay. So the girls were living over here with Yoko and Johnson. When did they move back in with you?
The day school got out.
So around May.
May 26th, 22nd.
So they moved back in with you, and you guys are starting to work things out at that point. And then you guys have been off and on since when?
No, we're not off and on, we're just trying to make a family work. Like, we're not physically intimate or anything like that, we're just trying to, because the girls really want
You guys to be
us
together?
with one house, yeah. And it saves on gas, so we were trying to make that.
Do you have a boyfriend or anything right now?
Yeah, I'm married.
You're married?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so honestly, I was not told that information. I thought you
I'm
guys,
married, but, okay.
we were told that you guys are possibly trying to get back together.
No, we're trying to get everyone in one house and be a family
Oh, okay.
for the girls.
So, who were you married to?
I'm married to Devyn, yeah.
The son.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So Devyn, his son, and you are now married. How many people there?
Almost 2 years. And yeah, John knows.
So it wasn't like you guys trying to get back together, like you said, intimately. He's just gonna move back in with you
Yeah.
to be with the girls.
Yes, sir.
Was there a reason for that? Just for the girls, or was there other?
It would benefit everyone. He was having issues here. Yoko was trying to, get him out, and I know he needed advice.
Devyn was good with having dad come back, even though
I
there's
wouldn't say good, but he understood. It wasn't his first choice for everything.
And then I spell Devyn.
Devire.
Devire.
Yes.
You guys have had 2 years.
Almost 2 years. Yes, sir.
Have there been any issues with Devyn and Johnathan?
Yes, sir. Like, they don't work together anymore, but they're not really.
Did he used to work as like a handyman and stuff with them? What does Devyn do now?
Installations for like security systems and stuff.
Like cameras and things like that?
Just taking the cameras down.
Who did?
John and I, we had just taken the cameras down. They're at my house.
The ones, they were working cameras on the
Yes, sir.
house? When did those go down?
Last night, we just brought them over.
Or you just took them off last night?
Yes, sir.
There's no cameras left on there at all? And then, how many dogs are in the house right now that you know of?
4.
And then are they typically stay?
Yeah.
I mean, like in the house, like where, or
Downstairs
outside?
in John's room.
So they just all hang out downstairs in that. Is that considered a room? Like you walk down and there,
That's where he sleeps.
that's where he stays?
Yeah.
And they usually just stay out in there. Does he walk outside at all ever, or?
Yeah. Yeah, he puts them outside. There's a patio door thing, so yeah.
Oh, that doggy door?
Yes, sir.
Does that ever get locked, or do you just leave them outside?
No, it gets locked sometimes, like when he's trying to eat and he doesn't want them.
Coming in and out. Alright, let's see what's there. Even though you're married for 2 years, John was just going, moving back in with you guys. And the girls, trying to keep the family together, and it was beneficial for everybody. You're saying because of the driving and things like that? Or
Not
saving
the
on-
driving, it was just the girls really want us together. And I know it's kind of complicated for them to understand that I'm married to Devyn, so we were bringing John into the house just to kind of keep things. I know it sounds weird, but
Economics,
Do you have any kids with Debbie here?
no, sir, I can't have any more children.
You're all having kids?
I mean, I don't know who you could talk to. The neighbor, Devyn. I know John was supposed to go over there last night.
That's what we're doing.
He's doing like a crowd play thing.
Like some kind of seafood boil
Party
or
thing,
something.
yeah.
And then, did Johnathan have any workers that he had?
Oh, yeah.
Like any normal, like day to day, or was it always something different?
He had a few that were pretty routine.
Do you know their names?
I just know Andrew. I think the neighbor on the other house that way worked with him sometimes.
You know his name, by chance?
I want to say his name is David.
David?
Yeah, not this guy, but David.
You know Andrew's last name? You don't have Andrew's number, do you, by chance? Would Debbie ever know who Andrew is? How they work together?
I don't know. Because like when John texts me, it's usually, hey, I got this job, this, and this. So I have those. But they don't really have names on them or anything like that.
When John goes to bed, is there like normal clothing that he wears, like pajamas?
I don't know.
I think he meant like when he sleep, there's just like shorts on, no shirt, or just like underwear, boxers.
The last time John and I shared a room, my daughter was 3 days old, my oldest daughter. So he used to wear boxers to bed.
And that's it.
Yes, sir.
So that sucks. I know it was a long time ago, but sometimes habits don't change, you know.
I know he used to wear boxers. I don't really.
That's all he eats, just the boxers, no shirt, and that's it.
Yes, sir. When I left, he was wearing boxers. He had on, I want to say like black boxers on.
Okay.
Boxer briefs.
Does John have any tattoos?
Yes.
You know where and what?
On his arm. I don't know which one is which, but it says Oriental John.
And then anywhere else? Do you know? Oh, left arm?
One on each arm. I don't know
Oh,
which
like
one.
Oriental down.
Yeah. But he's had those as long as I've known him.
So you guys been moving his stuff out of here, or was it the girls' stuff?
Both. We brought all the girls' clothes and like the majority of his stuff last night.
And how long have you guys been moving stuff out of the house.
Last night.
That's it.
Yes, sir. He loaded everything up that he could, and we just brought it over. Like, he made it as quick as possible.
And you're saying Devyn was good with this arrangement?
He was okay with it. I wouldn't say good is not his first option, but he understood.
You're saying he understood
Yeah.
the benefit of everybody?
Yeah, it wasn't like there was a lot of animosity about it.
And then,
The biggest problem was the dogs.
and when you guys are starting to talk to each other again, you and John, you say you haven't been intimate together since, for how long?
2018.
Do you know anybody else that he might have been dating, or Andrea?
Everybody. He was dating Sarah, Andrea, Michelle. He was just like, when we separated, he was just
Going
going.
on dates like crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know how many. He said he had 5 girlfriends at one time.
As far as you know, he wasn't selling like anything illegal right now.
No, his hustle was to go to the Goodwill, buy things, and then try to resell them.
Off-road or something like that.
Yeah, that's why, like, if you look in the backyard, there's a ton of bikes.
So he just buys stuff.
He would get, like, turf and just random things from his jobs, and then try to resell them. Like, it seemed like he was trying to do better than what he had been doing in previous years.
Were you guys hanging out at all? Because I know you were all day yesterday, but prior to that, it was like a regular thing you guys would hang out, or?
We actually were here a couple of times this week, me and the girls.
Okay.
We had dinner and everything like that. I know we were here on the 4th, because we went over to David's house. I think we were here like a week after that, so it was just whenever.
Does Devyn come with you guys?
No, it was me, John, and the girls. We were trying to build that together.
And then for, Yoko is Devyn's grandma too, right?
It's,
Is the reason why he would want to come over?
no,
He just left it with you guys? Any additional questions? For the Lieutenant Travis? Okay. Well, we have your phone number, so if there's anything extra that we need to talk to you about, we'll give you a phone, okay? Only thing I said, Motion 1243, and that's it.
Shall I keep going?
Okay, Councilor Purvis.